Our next speaker for testimonial, you've already heard sing. Ladies and gentlemen, Breona Calvert.
Thank you, everyone. I am Breona Calvert. I am a tech sergeant at Beale. I work in the Intelligence, Reconnaissance, and Surveillance Group. Woohoo! I have 18 years of service as a personnelist, and I'm also Mrs. Continental Worldwide. So you're probably wondering, why am I here in the shiny crown and sash? And it is because it allows me to amplify my passion for helping and ensuring the well-being of the female veteran. The key words that I just heard from Malika and from Luz is identity and dealing with trauma. And that is one of the things that I love to help female veterans when they leave service get through. There is a gray area from the time that they decide to leave service to when they really step into what they want to do, that they lose their sense of identity. I've been in for 18 years. I know I can get a job doing human resource or something in the administrative field, but there are those AFSCs, those jobs that they just don't want to do once they get out. So they want to find out, what are my talents? What can I bring? I've been doing this job for 4, 6, 8, 20 years. And with that, they start to then wonder, who are they? What kind of worth can they bring to their community? So they start getting into depression. There's a lot of unmet and unhealed trauma that they're dealing with, military sexual trauma being one of them, PTSD from deployments, and just having themselves be immersed into an aggressive environment depending on their jobs, such as security forces. And they start to get into depression. They start self-medicating with things that are they're not good. And while they're still waiting for the VA to get that continued care, they're doing what they think is right. And so what I have been doing is I've been connecting with those female veterans and getting them in connection with services just like this to allow them to have a healthier way to cope with life after the military and to show that they do have a worth once they leave service. We are more than a uniform, and we have an extensive amount of knowledge and talent that we get from the military, and it's amazing that we can bring that back to our communities by doing things like coming out with art, getting out all of those bad demons and bad experiences that you got from being in the service and be able to turn that into amazing therapeutic care. I have so far been able to be a part of the Women's Veterans Alliance and gotten in contact with a lot of female veterans and just heard their stories and their journey about what they've done once they left service. And having my connection still in the service, I've been able to help bring that onto base when they have TAPS, the Transition Assistance Program, to help make your resume look amazing, take those military skills that you have and translate it into something that you can use when you get out. And there's a lot of services, local services, your counties, your Department of Human Services, that are now going on base and getting those veterans, specifically female veterans, set up immediately so that they're not waiting until the VA is able to get them in. And they're waiting for phone calls for jobs that they applied for. They can immediately start finding their worth. And so my crown and sash is just an amplifier of my cause of making sure the well-being of the female veteran is taken care of. Thank you, guys.